Alright, so if you're new to the Naruto community, you may have heard of Naruto's most powerful ability, which is that of Talk-no-jutsu. Many of you are wondering if it's legit, when does he use it, and how can I use it? Basically, Talk-no-jutsu, or better known as
の術を話さない
is commonly abbreviated to TNJ, and is a jutsu where Naruto can talk to the most twisted, depressed, evil, psychotic individual and convince them to change their mind mid-act. Now, this is a canonical jutsu as confirmed by Kishimoto in 2011, who said this as he was caught outside of a bathroom. Stop. Why are you following me? Sure, whatever. Now, as you can see, it's a very important aspect of the franchise, and it's essentially in basically every main arc, novel, and has even been showcased to a certain extent in some of the filler episodes. As far as the history of this jutsu, it was passed down to Naruto from Iruka. Even though Iruka kind of had mixed feelings about Naruto, I did think it was also worthy to note that this is probably Iruka's only jutsu, as after 25 years he could only become a chunin. Although it can be taught, there does seem to be some sort of genetic aspect shown by this Punnett square and graph, as the descendants of Ashura seem to be able to utilize Talk-no-jutsu, and it does seem to also grant some plot armor comparable to a Susanoo cloak. On the contrary, descendants of Indra seem to be mostly impervious to this jutsu and can mostly continue their evil, twisted, psychotic lifestyle. Now, the first notable usage of this jutsu was by Naruto in chapter 32 during the fight against Zabuza, when he convinced Zabuza to want to die, when he previously was ruthlessly ready to kill Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, some random old guy, and probably a puppy. Another instance includes when Naruto faces Neji in the Chunin exams, and this caused him to in part win the fight that he had no business winning. Essentially, Neji was talking about how everyone is born with a fate, and how they cannot deny that fate. Naruto went on a spiel about how that's cap, and how destiny doesn't matter, only to be later disproven by Hagoromo, the granddaddy of Talk-no-jutsu. Now, throughout the franchise, this jutsu is utilized to its utmost, and succeeds against many powerful opponents. Now, it is comparable to Genjutsu, where you can convince enemies to join your team, such as when he used it on Gaara, and there's actually no time limit to this jutsu, as even in the Boruto franchise, Gaara is still under this jutsu. As the main protagonist becomes more and more powerful, so does their Talk-no-jutsu, to the point where, at the end of the Shippuden franchise, Naruto is actually able to break Sasuke's resistance at the cost of his arm. Now, the Naruto Wiki also makes a very good point to include the fact that Itachi does have a weaker variant of this technique. It's called the Izanami. I have a video on that if you guys want to go check that out for more clarification. Long story short, it puts you in an endless brain loop until you pick the desired outcome. Also, there are other people who are able to utilize this jutsu, but not to its fullest extent. Side characters are basically not able to use this ability under most circumstances, and unfortunately, although Hashirama is 100% Hashirama cells, he was not able to successfully use it against Madara, and he had to resort to Stab no Jutsu, which seems to be the only jutsu effective on Madara. Now, there are some other variants utilized by descendants of Indra, such as Roast no Jutsu and Don't Give a F no Jutsu. Now, this is more of a simplified video because I can make a whole series of it if I covered all the instances. And if you want me to cover the other variants, definitely let me know down below. Also, if you like more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely don't forget to join the Discord down below and check out the Anime-Wrld Hoodie, and I'll catch you in the next one.